morning, good morning. Rainy today, but that's good because my plants will enjoy it. My plants. I'll get some more plants for my plant boxes out. These will see it next time I'm out the front there. But I planted my lavender and my other plants in there, and I've got new lights on that tree and the two trees up the back. I've got new lights on them. But I killed myself yesterday. Killed myself doing it yesterday. My back's broke. My hair's needing done. I'm going to need to do my roots. My roots are... In fact, I've got the stuff here. I wonder if I should do that today. I should actually do that today. Why not? It's a rainy day. I'll get my roots done. I'll get my roots done today. Did I get a pink dye? I'm sure I must have got a pink dye as well. I'll have to look here. I'll need to look. I'm sure I must have got a pink dye too. I'll check that before I put the blonde on it. Jacqueline, how are you? Thank you for coming in, Jacqueline. Oh, see this box that's next to me? It's like a Targist. There's one of my MAC lipsticks. Bet you it's my good Ruby Woo one too. Oh no, it's not. It's Candy Yum Yum. Been wondering where that was. Anyway. Good morning, Rafi girl, good morning. Lauren, good morning to you. Yeah, I was putting up lights on my trees and stuff yesterday, so I've pumped my back out. As if things weren't bad enough, I'll go and do that. I wasn't sore enough, you see. I wasn't sore enough with just the lungs and things like that. I had to go and pull my back out, so look, doing too much. Caroline, it's chilly this morning. She's come undone. Good morning to you. It really is chilly this morning. I've had my heating on. But I'm glad there's a wee bit of rain because that means all my wee plants, well, they plants won't get touched because I've got a wee kind of overlap over my building here. So they even though they're outside, they don't get wet. I've got to water them, so they'll be fine. But the ones out there, they'll be getting a nice... Did you see me doing it, Rafi girl? Rafi girl, did you see me on a chair? It was dangerous, is what it was, dangerous. In fact, Amanda had said to me that she didn't want to get a phone call for Peter saying Mum's down again. Mum's down. The lights were lovely last night, mind you. The lights were twinkly last night. So it was lovely. Listen, I'm behaving myself. I'll behave myself today. I'll do my roots. Do my roots really need done? Do you think I should do my roots? Do you think they're not long enough? They're kinda. To do the roots or not to do the roots? I think I'll do the roots. I'll just do my roots today. That's what I'll do. And I'll be all fresh for Saturday. Nice fresh Saturday. We're having a nice fresh Saturday. No alcohol or nothing like that. So I did buy my favourite juice, Lilt. So I'll be drinking that on Saturday. But I've got ice. So I'll be drinking it with ice, but I'll show you me pouring it into a glass because there'll be people like, she's got flavouring in there. No, look, I'd tell you if I did. She's come undone. Do you know what? I'll probably go back to brown one day. I'm just enjoying the pink now. Yeah, I seen them playing away, Rafi girl. I seen them having fun out in the garden and stuff. Do you know what? I didn't want to make an arsehole of myself, right? And we just go, whoa, and topple off that chair. Can you imagine it? Oh, just see me toppling off the chair like that, lying in a crumpled heap on the grass like that. You just having to jump the fence to give me CPR and stuff. Yeah, that's my natural hair colour, is that colour in my eyebrows, quite dark. Well, you see the roots. My hair's quite dark, so it is. Do you know, it was an absolute surprise for me how dark my hair was. I'll tell you, Mikey, I'll tell you when I realised that was after I'd done chemo. And I was waiting on my hair was all starting to grow in. And I was wondering what colour it was going to be. And it was really dark. Dark and very curly. It went in really, really curly. Well, Rafa girl, he just kind of stood there. Peter just kind of stood there, didn't he? He should have been up the bloody... But see if he'd have been up the cherry, wouldn't have put the lights on, right? He'd have not put the lights on the tree, right? And I'd have been going there, and then he would have been in a bad mood because I'd gone, no, that branch there, or that branch, wait, this branch, no, that branch, he would be getting annoyed with me. But they're up now, so they're pretty at night. It was pretty. I've got blue on that tree, and I've got multicoloured in that tree, and multicoloured in that tree there. So we're all illuminated. And then I've got green ones coming from my fairy village. So my fairy village is going to have just like green fairy lights, all kind of like that, all mingling in the fairy village. So it's all going to be cute. Jenny, good morning, my lovely Jenny. Good morning. But Rafa girl, Peter helping out, not so much. He just kind of stood there like that. And I was going, scissors. And he'd forget where he'd... And then going to pull that wire, Peter, and he'd pull it. No, that wire, Peter, that one. And I was going to give me the lights up. He was giving me the lights I just cut down off the tree. And I'm going, no, daylights. I'm sure you will. They should last a few years anyway before I need to get new ones. So I'm sure whenever you're up, you'll see them. But they're nice twinkly lights. They ones are on twinkle, my multicoloured ones. The blue ones are static. I think I've got them on just static. Although they might change themselves. Sometimes they do. But I do enjoy... Good morning, Excited. I like your name. That's quite a cool name. Do you know what else I've done yesterday? And I'm looking for suggestions here. I've jumped on the bandwagon and bought myself an air fryer. Because everybody's talking about how great air fryers are. And I don't really know what to make in the air fryer. I've bought potatoes because I'm making chips. Of course, I'm making chips. And I'm going to make a baked potato in it. I'm going to make a nice... Because I like crispy baked potatoes. You know, so... And I've got chicken. I'm going to put chicken in it and stuff. But recipes, I'm looking for recipes. If anybody's got a good recipe suggestion. Someone said you can do eggs in it. Is that right? Or am I going to put an egg in it and it's going to explode? Somebody said you could do like eggs in it. Do you know what it's like? It's my Tingle Pink. I am just after watching your video. I'm just after watching your video that you ate that kind of cookie thing. You called it a spring roll. Right, but spring rolls here are different things. Spring rolls here are like, you get for the Chinese, and they're like wraps that have got noodles and stuff in it. So I watched that, and your electricity bill and all the rest. It's shocking. It's shocking the whole world with electricity and gas now. I don't think I bought a huge one, Carolyn, because it was what, £50, and even then it was on my catalogue. I'll be paying it up. So yeah, so that's like that looks almost like a donut. That thing that you ate on the camera, it kind of looks like a donut. But do you know, see how, because I've been watching a lot of the Thai street foods, I'm hooked. I'm hooked on watching Thai street food at the moment. I don't know what it is. I'm just hooked. But you know what they eat over there? We don't eat it here, right? We do not eat it here. And I'm no one to judge other people's cultures and what they eat and what they don't eat, right? So I'm not the food police or nothing. But they eat fertilised duck eggs. Now, I'm not liking it. I would not eat a fertilised duck egg, right? That's just my personal thing. Bacon, roast veggies, pretty much everything. I'm excited to try it. Excited. Yeah, fertilised duck eggs. Now, they're obviously enjoying their fertilised duck eggs. And we eat like bacon and stuff. A lot of cultures don't like pork, and some don't like beef and stuff. So that kind of thing, or pets, you know, household pets, I couldn't eat. I just could not do that. But I had to look it up. I was going, did they say fertilised duck eggs? And I was thinking, I wonder what that looks like. And it is, it's an actual, like, wee chick. But, you know, Did you? Oh, these fertilised dog. I didn't even know that was a thing, but there you are. Carolyn, I'm absolutely glued to it's the Thai especially. They're like food like places. Oh God, what you call it? Like street vendors. Street vendors. And the day Joe, thank you so much. Joe, and welcome to the chat. They do an awful lot with eggs, like omelettes and stuff like that, but it's giving me ideas. I'm like, oh, here, I've never thought of that. A wee bit of smoked sausage and stuff like that chopped in there, and a wee bit of chives and things like that. And they shove things on sticks. And I'm like, that's a great idea. And then I'm in my bed going, my God, I'm hungry now. I'm like, my God, I'm feeling a bit peckish after watching all of that. But it's just amazing to me. But there's a lot of stuff that I've no idea. But I have actually calculated out now that 40 baht is the equivalent to £1. So I'm like, all right, that's like just over £2. So I'm getting there with I'm like, oh aye. See if I'm on I'm like a quiz show or something, and it's like, what currency do they use in Thailand? I'm going, I know, the baht. Ding. See, this is that YouTube. It's the same as Facebook, because I've never been in Facebook, right? And you've searched something like, I don't know. Say, for instance, I haven't searched this, but say you did. Incontinence pads, right? You've just let me have a wee look here, see what we've got, 10 a lady and stuff like that. Incontinence pads. Listen, your whole Facebook's going to be incontinence pads. You're going to open your Facebook in front of your friends, and it's just going to be 10 a lady up to the max. 10 a lady, that's what it's going to be. Because they spy on you, they're spies. But listen, all these satellites that they've got outside the planet that are to watch for forestation and stuff like that, they're all spy satellites, allegedly. See me, the men in black coming to the bungalow. I'd be like, well, here, Will Smith, come in. I don't approve what you done with Chris Rock, though, Will Smith, but come on into the bungalow, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you, Will Smith. Get rid of Jada and come on in. The Men in. Oh, I love The Men in Black. That was a great movie, wasn't it? I think they've done too many, though. The sequels weren't as good as the first one. The first one was the best. But I'm looking forward to getting this air fryer. So I've bought bacon potatoes and I've bought normal potatoes because I'm going to make chips and I'm going to make baked potato. So the baked potato, I know you stab it, but you do that when you put it in the oven anyway. Stab the baked potato, a wee bit of salt, a wee bit, crack of salt, crack of pepper, rub it in, shove it in the air fryer, and I think they put it on for an hour or so. I would check it in half an hour and turn it over and things like that. But I'm looking forward to it. But an egg? Has anybody done an egg? And is somebody just joking with me and just waiting to see an explode in my air fryer? Brand new air fryer explodes. As Rafi girl, my poor neighbours will be like, what the hell's happening in that house now? Explosions. Sorry, I put an egg in the air fryer. I see, I've no got Snapchat. I'm too old. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. YouTube and Facebook. I mean, I have got Twitter, but even then, I'm never on it. Twitter, but the other, I can look. It's enough for me. Just Facebook and YouTube. That's enough. Are you just learning how to use yours? I'm going to look for recipes because I fancy. Oh, is it 10? Carolyn, there you go. 10 minutes for a baked potato. I was prepared to leave one in for an hour. I was going to leave it in for an hour. Here, can you mind the story about my brother? This was a few years ago. Absolutely true story, right? True story. My brother and his wife just got a microwave for the first time. Right, no, microwaves have been going out, they've been out quite a while, haven't they, microwaves? Anyway, they got a microwave for the first time. And the next I heard, their microwave had exploded. Aye. And the whole house, all the light switches and all that were all triggered. I don't know what, to this day, I don't know what happened, right? But they jammed a full turkey or chicken. It was either a turkey or a chicken. Jammed it into this microwave, right? Like shoved it in. You know, getting the door shut. They were like that. You know, like shoving it in, shoving it in, shoving it. Shoved it in like that and banged it on for about an hour and a half or something, right? Closed the kitchen door. Bang like that after a while anyway. Boom, like that. And they open the door and it's just smoke bellowing out. Smoke. Gopher girl, good morning. Smoke was just bellowing out the place. In fact, I'm going to go to the toilet first, guys, right? And I'll be back in a minute because I don't want to be uncomfortable sitting here. I'll be back in just a second. Oh, ouch, my bloody back. There, that's better. Oh, there we go. I'm back. But right, see this turkey or chicken or whatever, it was cremated. It was black. There was just burnt smell apparently throughout his house. For a long time afterwards, they could smell the smell of burning. So I don't know if I don't know what kind of microwave. Most microwaves have got the wee disc, the wee plate that you put stuff on it and it twirls round. I've got a feeling they had jammed this turkey in so much that the whole thing couldn't even turn round or anything like that. It was jammed. Listen, I was laughing though. Everybody was safe and the cat was safe and all the rest of it. But I was like, how the hell do you blow up a microwave? Now, I don't want to blow up my new fryer when it comes to doing an egg. I'll need to look into that more because somebody said, oh, you can do eggs in it. And I was like, an egg in a fryer? Like a hard-boiled egg kind of thing. Like an egg with a shell on it. That's maybe somebody's kidding me on just so that I blew it up or something. Listen, and I'll be paying the thing up. I'm not wanting to break it and still be paying for it. But I'm looking forward to using it because everybody that I've spoke to have said that they've cut down on their costs, their like cooking costs and stuff with the air fryers. And it makes your stuff really, really tasty and crispy, which I love. I love crispy stuff, especially my baked potatoes and things. I love a nice crispy baked potato. So I've got potatoes and chips. I'm going to be doing chips in it. I've got chicken. I'm going to do chicken in it. The chicken's already cooked. So it'll just be like heating it up and making it nice and crispy. Is it Raffy girl? See, that's it. See, now you can get microwaves and that pretty cheaply. Compared to, see, when they first came on the scene, I remember me and my brother, my mum and dad in the kitchen, watching the microwave as if it was a TV. And you know what the very first thing we done was heat up a cold cup of coffee. That was the first thing that ever I seen in the microwave, and we were like watching it and going, "That's never cooking. How can it heat that cup up? That's going to be cold. I don't believe that's going to be heating up." And see, when we took out the cup and it was toasty, what we're going, oh, it's a miracle. It's like an amazing thing. But how does it happen? And see, back in the days, they never had like trays that revolved. It was just like static. You just put the thing in, and if you wanted it to revolve it, you'd need to open it and then turn it yourself, kind of thing. But oh, I remember that. Yes, I bought one this morning. I bought I think it's sunflower spray. I bought, and I bought my, oh, what would you call it? Sesame oil. I love sesame oil. I love the taste of sesame oil. It gives me Chinese. So I thought maybe for my chicken, rub my chicken in some of the sesame oil first before I put it in, and it'll be really, really tasty. Spray the food. Well, thank you. Do you know what? I was going to do that anyway. I was going to spray, but I might have done that as well, sprayed the pan, and it would have been wrong. But my baked potatoes, I know that I'm going to spray them and put some salt and pepper on them, like stick a fork in them and then put them in. But I'll need to read up on my times, because I was going to put it in there for an hour and it only takes 10 minutes. It would have been cremated. There, my brother would have had a story to tell everybody about his sister. Jenny, I know kids, even with washing machines, kids are like that. Amazing that. Just put them in front of like the washing machine. Just sit there and watch the clothes. But I remember when the first microwaves came out, we were going, that can't be working. That's never going to work. And then, of course, we were like, that's no safe. That's you eating x-rays. That's what we would be thinking. It's you eating an x-ray. Look at us now. I don't know where I'd be without my microwave. See, my microchip, but I won't need microchips now. Now I'll have a not a deep fat fryer, an air fryer. So I'm going to look up, that's what I'm going to do today, is look up tasty things to do. But I'm going to be looking up eggs to make sure that you can do eggs in it before I dunk a few eggs in there. Blow it up. But sesame oil is see, if you haven't tried sesame oil, it just tastes like the Chinese food. Edgevier, hello. I hope you're having a good day at work. It's a cold day today. Hope you're all warm, because it is chilly. I've had my heating on this morning. But my plants will be getting a wee water. They'll be out there enjoying it, getting a wee water. I'm glad I done my planting yesterday. I'm glad see, Peter's to go to the dump as well. There's so much to do. So much. He's got things round the back there that need to go to the dump. Like his old bed, that needs to go to the dump. There's a few things that need to go down to the dump. And now that he can drive the car, he can do it. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't need me to drive him there. Yeah, God, forget it. I know. Remember, I hadn't even made a cheese toast. This is it, God's honest truth. Oh, well, it's like chicken. It's like chicken. Is it chicken thighs I've got, or chicken breasts? I can't mind. I've got I think it's chicken thighs I've got. ASMR Tingle Pink, that I'm going to put them in the air fryer to try them out. But remember when I first got my cheese toasty maker? Before a cheese toasty was even made, I blew it up. Hey, I'll tell you how I done it. I took my time. I was like, oh, a cheese and tomato toasty. I'd love a cheese and tomato toasty. I was thinking about this cheese and tomato toasty. So I done it, buttered my bread and all that. The cheese toasty maker, it was on, and the light goes out, so it was ready. So I opens it up, it's steaming hot. I puts the first bit of bread in, and then I puts my cheese on it, and then my tomato, and then the other bit of bread. And then I put the lid down, but it was like, it wasn't going down properly. And I was thinking, my God, that sandwich is quite tough. And I pressed it like that, and it just went bang. All the lights went out. A blue flash came off it. I jumped back, scared the living daylights out the dogs. They're scampering away, thinking I'm letting off fireworks in the kitchen. Scampered away like that. And I was like, what the hell? And I had actually cheese toasted the wire. The wire was inside the cheese toasty maker, and I hadn't noticed. And I'm pressing down, and pressed down like that. Boom. So that was me. Before a cheese toasty maker was even cheese toasted, I blew the bloody thing up. But it still works. Here, it's my tingle ping. It still works, but I have got duct tape around the wire. There's a bit of the wire that blew off, so I was like, let's see if a wee bit of tape could fix this, and it seems to have done the job. So next time I'm in the kitchen, I'll show you my cheese toasty maker and the duct tape that's around it like that. Electrical tape that's around it holding it together. But I was dead this. I was like, I was desperate for a wee cheese toasty. So then the following week, it's electrical tape. The following week, I was like, again, oh, I fancy another wee cheese and tomato toasty. So I made the cheese and tomato toasty without blowing it up or anything like that, and I was like, oh, why? And I halved it in two, and all the smell of the cheese and the melted cheese and the toasty and the tomato was just amazing. So I got some black pepper and ground that on it, and I bit into it, and the bit of tomato was as hot as the middle of a volcano. Came out and slapped me in the chin and was burning me. I was screaming like that, burnt my chin, and I had this one wee bit of skin like that, absolutely burnt, in the shape of half a tomato on my chin. And I was like, oh, that's a great look. That looks fantastic. And at the time, Sophie was in the hospital, so I was having to go up to hospitals and stuff with this. I was having to put like foundation on it, but you could still clearly see the cheese, the tomato slice burn on my face. That I was too impatient, you see, trying to eat the cheese toasty when it was still too hot. So, but for then on, we've not had any more incidents, touch wood, with the cheese toasty maker. But sometimes the contents of the cheese toasty is like boiling hot, so and it smells that good, and you're starving to just bite into it, and you bite into it, and it's just like hot, roasting hot. So the first couple of weeks with the cheese toasty maker weren't the best. I'm just hoping the air fryer, we've not got anything like that happening. I'm going to look up recipes. I'm definitely going to look up if you can do an egg in it. Can't mind. Was it Sophie that told me you can do eggs in it? Can't mind. But somebody said they do not use their oven at all anymore, and I'm like, you don't use your oven? I use my oven every day. Or Jenny, cheese toasties are, see with tomato, but leave it to cool a bit longer if you're putting the tomato in, because tomato like heats up a lot. Cheese toasty with some tomato is the best. And then beans, also like baked beans in my toasty as well. But that's also dangerous because the contents are red hot. Now, Peter will be able to use the air fryer. You know, he'll be able to do stuff in the air fryer. He's, as I say, he's vegan, but he can do his baked potatoes and stuff like that in the air fryer. So it's going to be good for both of us, finding out things to do. Oh, they're beautiful toasties. It's the smell of them. They're so, you're desperate to bite into it. And you're like, it's still going to be too hot. That's how the burning incident happened. But the worst, well, I was going to say the worst burning incident. I've been burnt quite a few times with multiple things. As you can, I've got a burn there. See that line there? That was in the oven. I've got burn. I had a triangle burn. I think it was this hand right there. You can't really see it now, but it was like a triangle burn there. There's another burn. Right, so I've not got a good track record. But one day when I had boobies, something terrible happened to me. I was making some black pudding, frying up some black pudding in the pan. A lot of people don't like black pudding. I love it with a bit of tomato sauce and baked beans. Black pudding is awesome. So there I am frying the black pudding. And as I said, big boobies at the time, and I had a wee t-shirt on and stuff like that, frying away. And a bit of roasting hot black pudding jumped out the frying pan and went in between my boobies and right down, and it was roasting either side, that boobie and that boobie. It was like double boobie burn. It was like, I was going, screaming, and I'm trying to pick out this black pudding, and it's right down the bra. And I'm like, ah, I think I'm pulling my clothes off, standing at the cooker like that. Oh, Jesus. Now, see, my boobies had a mark on either side, identical burn marks down the boobs. Identical. And that was all, that was really, really sore. But the one in my hand was so bad that the pharmacist says, I think you might need to go to the hospital with that hen, because I took it up to him. What happened was I was ironing. Ironing like that. And I stuck the iron on my hand, and it was at the very tip of the iron, so it was like a triangle like that. And the whole bit of skin just came off. And it was really bad, and I was in agony with it, absolute agony. And I'd been up to the chemist to see if they could give me anything for it, and the guy was going, I think you might need to go into hospital, but you know what I'm like with hospitals. I can't mind what, I think I put Sudocrem or something on it, but it was a badging, and I was like, I'm going to have to go about with a triangle on my hands forever. I just need to make up some kind of story, went on, just say, okay, it's like a tattoo, but it means something about family. But I have been burnt. I've had numerous runs in with things, burn me stuff. That's because I'm just careless. That's what I am. I'm careless and stupid and do things all the time. But the black pudding, you could never have predicted that. God forget, it is very painful when you iron your hand, isn't it? Oof. Remember the guy that said that he wanted to be my ironing board? Remember that guy? I wonder if that guy's still alive to this day. He sent me a message on one of my ironing videos saying, I wish I was your ironing board. Oh, ouch. Ah, mate, no. Oh, ah, yeah. I was like, ah. He's going hot, all that hot, steamy action. I was going, oh, it doesn't matter what you say about it. I mean, it's ouch. No, just no. Just don't ever say that to me again. Remember that guy? And then I had another guy saying, can you cook a full English breakfast on your hair straighteners? And I was like, mate, my hair straighteners are GHDs. Have you any idea how much they cost? Absolutely not. Oh, that fat action happening in my GHDs are ruined. I mean, ask somebody else. I'm no, there's no chance in hell I'm getting bacon into my bloody hair straighteners. Remember all the crazy people? See, no, I don't get that much anymore. I don't get that much anymore because I think I've just like no, your crazy stuff. Rafi girl, the guy that wanted me to choke myself, relaxingly, of course. Relaxing choking video. Swear to God. Not only did he want me to choke myself relaxingly, but there was a special way he wanted me to choke. He wanted me to put my thumbs together and put my thumbs at the front of my neck and my fingers round the back. And squeeze like this way and that way and stuff. I was like, you having a laugh, mate? A relaxing choking video? Is that what you're asking me to do? Go, you crazy dude. I was like, absolutely. I says, look, there will be people out there that will probably do the video for you, but it's not going to be me. I'm never going to do a video like that, relaxing choking. And then I get the kidnapping guy, remember that? That was, I've saved that somewhere. I'll need to fish it out for you because it's hilarious. This guy wanted me to do a video. No, this is going to just, see this video he wants me to do. It's going to take more than me. It's going to need to be a collab with other ASMR people. He wanted me to do a video where I was a guy and my wife was cheating on me with my brother or something like that. So to teach them a lesson, I was going to kidnap his sister and hold her for ransom or something like that. It was like the craziest. I was like, what? A kidnapping video? I was like, I think that's going to take more than me, pal. Could you, and then tie them up and some kind of hold them for ransom relaxing. See if they add relaxing at the end of some of these crazy things. It doesn't mean it is relaxing. See, the kidnapping video doesn't seem a relaxing video to me. I don't know how anybody's going to, oh, I'm falling asleep at that. You know, I'd be like, oh my God, that lassie's getting kidnapped. God forget, I've heard of that, people that do that. In fact, there is a there is a film that you should watch if you feel like it. But this was a film like going back into the 80s, like Paris is Burning. Remember Paris is Burning? It was about the drag queens in New York. Well, this one's called Hookers at the Point. You'll find it on YouTube, and it's about like prostitution back in the day and stuff like that. Hey baby, you going out? So that you going out? That's how they asked the Johns. You going out the night like that? And it was these prostitute stories and stuff, and this one lassie says one guy wanted her to just like hit him and stuff. She says it was great. She says because see if my boyfriend was annoying me, she says I'd be like I can't wait for that John to come and get me, and I'm going to beat him and stuff. And this guy would be getting his rocks off to it. Crazy. And then another guy wanted like electrical wire places. I'm like, oh yeah, I've not even got a penis, and I was recoiling with some of their stories, but it just shows you the crazy stuff. But see, this is it. When I first started doing videos, you think, is that a relaxing thing? Right, but choking, isn't it? That's never relaxing. That's never relaxing. This is people that are trying to take advantage, and they do. Unfortunately, I've seen so many new younger girls that coming on the scene, and seeing the black nail polish guy. Mind him, I had a big fight with him. He blocked me. Black nail polish guy. Yes, I've seen that, Jenny. That is a true story. This was going back, so it wasn't the dark web. This was going back years and years ago. Was it Joseph Fritz, his name? I can't remember. Right, but there was this guy, and he had advertised in a German newspaper that he wanted a willing person to feast on, if you like. And the thing was, somebody said, I'm applying for that. I'm applying for that. And the guy went back to his house. He knew it was going to happen. And I think he got drunk and drugged and stuff like that first. And the guy, is it, hold on, I see the name of that guy, because I think, see if my memory, because I've got that many serial killers swirling through my head. Is it Joseph Fritz, or is that a different guy? What was he? Oh no, he wasn't. It wasn't him. He was the guy that imprisoned his daughter. Winter. Hold on a minute. Let me see how I get this guy's name. Ah, that's him there. Found him. Armin Meiwes. I think it's Meiwes. Let me see if I can find his advert. Let me see what his advert says, right? Imagine somebody saying, do you know what, I think I'll go for that. It says, looking for a willing volunteer. Looking for a well-built 18 to 25-year-old to be unalived and consumed. And some crazy guy decided, you know what, that sounds like my kind of party. Aye. Green Rose, my gorgeous Green Rose, good morning. Oh, Green Rose, we've been talking about cheese toasties, and now we're talking about crazy dudes. So, I mean, look, see, when you come onto YouTube, you think to yourself, at first I thought I was like a woman of the world. I was with it until I started a YouTube channel, and then I was like, what the actual F's this about? Yeah, see, this is it. I mean, look, you think the guy's bad enough for advertising that he's looking for that. And anyway, where are the police? See, if we were to put in our local newspapers an ad like that, I think we would be getting the boys in blue chapping the door. Can I speak to you a minute about your advert? What? I was just if they were willing. Doesn't matter if they're willing, hen, that's murder. What? They said I could. Do you know what I mean? That's like crazy stuff that happens. And you think, oh, I've seen it all now. I've seen it all now. And then something else creeps up and bites your ass and you're like, my God, what the hell's that about? Yeah, there's a I don't know who that is. That was an unknown caller tried to call me there. Maybe it's somebody like want me to respond, wanting me to respond to an ad in the newspaper. Wait a minute, Mandy's mess, was it Mandy? It said no caller ID that came up. Ah. Oh no, that's a different one. That's my wee grandson. Oh, I went down to see him yesterday. Wait a minute. I went down to see him yesterday. It was so good getting to see him. And I felt so bad. See, when I was coming away, he thought he was coming with me. I've got a new voicemail. He thought he was coming with me, so he did. And I was going bye-bye, and he was waving at me and crying his eyes out. And I was going, oh my God. I was sitting in the car watching him crying in the house, looking at me leaving, watching me just driving away. Yeah, well, they've left me a voicemail, so we'll see who it is. See if it's the bloody hospital. Well, at least they'll be getting back to me. This is all I can think of, the new is, you know, what's happening with the hospital and stuff. And thinking they should be able to tell me what's going on now. I mean, that's 2 weeks. They said 2 weeks, so they did say 2 weeks. Right, I'm going to need to go because now I'm worried. See, now I'm thinking it was the hospital. It's probably somebody saying, have you had an accident in the past 12 months? Oh, for F's sake, no, I've no. See, the people, have you had an accident in the past 12 months? No, I haven't. So I'm going to go, guys. I don't think I'll be back tomorrow. I might be back tomorrow afternoon, but tomorrow morning I'm watching the wee fella. Mandy's got a funeral to go to tomorrow, so I'll be watching him. But if I'm not on tomorrow, I'll be back on Saturday, sober Saturday. But here, that doesn't mean that we won't be having fun. We'll be having just as much fun as we normally do. And I will see you then. So have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow or the next day. I love you so very much. Bye.